Jet is cruising. But there's a couple things William Cooper had wrong. One was the alien threat. The second was the spraying in the skies. Now that looks like it could be disappearing. See, it's supposed to, what a condensation trail is ice crystals. And that line has disappeared. So that is a condensation trail. But all of the stuff that spreads out that is not ice crystals, that doesn't disappear, is not a condensation trail. And that line will dissipate given the temperature of the air and the altitude. But William Cooper had that wrong, didn't think that the skies were being sprayed. And he ended up not believing the alien threat at the end. I think he just couldn't get enough information. He just couldn't believe the truth. He thought it was a ruse because it's classic military intelligence to put out misinformation. But everything we know and everything we've heard over the 60s and 70s, even the 50s, the government is working with aliens in these underground base scenarios. That's why they have made the underground bases. For the secrecy aspect, even though they want to talk about Wright-Patterson, I think it's in Ohio, and they said that's where they took the crashed Roswell, the bodies and whatnot, and all the wreckage. But eventually, they started doing everything underground, and all these people that have witnessed the military interacting with reptilians and underground bases, and the Greys in underground bases like Thomas Costello and Phil Schneider have been the whistleblowers about this. So don't ever trust William Cooper on everything. He's the father of the truth movement. He was right about a lot of things, but he was wrong about things as well. He was not 100% correct when talking about aliens and denying the spraying in the skies. I listen to a live broadcast of his sometimes, and it's terrible to hear him berate and yell at these callers back in the 90s talking about the spraying in the skies, and people were aware of it back then. And William Cooper will start yelling at him, totally ridiculous. But then when he says, oh, the alien threat isn't even real, it's like, dude, you saw the top secret documents, now you're doubting it yourself? Come on. He didn't want to be a fearmonger, I'll tell you that. But he didn't want to attest to something that he would be berated for and people would make fun of him about. So he was hesitant to talk about the aliens after a while, which is really a shame because he gave some good talks that talked about it. But all that trickle down stuff up in the air right there is getting in your nose. They can spray whatever virus, whatever they want to spray on you. Up there, the patents are there. Dane Wigington talks about it. If you're not listening to the Geoengineering Watch Weekly Update, you are missing out on so much. They've got military patents with the design built in for the spraying of different biological agents. But Dane Wigington is really carrying the torch right now, and he knows a lot more than he doesn't talk about the secret societies necessarily. He alludes to it, and he doesn't shy away from it. I really appreciate Dane for what he does. He is a great man, but we are all living under these poison skies. We're all living under military theft. They steal 40% of your paycheck and then use it to sicken you, use it to wage war on the world. We're never going to have peace on this planet until we get rid of the United States military and the Israeli military. It's just not possible. It is not possible. All these agencies, all these corporations, whoever they are, whoever Bill Gates is partnering with, I mean, there are diabolical murderers on this planet. And until they're taken care of, we're living underneath their theft, their criminality, and their lack of prosecution. Just some things to think about as you may look out upon the world and wonder why things are how they are. Everything is full speed ahead. Business never takes a day off. You know what I mean? Everything is lies and propaganda on the news. Everything is a cover-up. Everything is happening, and it is so hard to stop it. You're paying for that. They're stealing out of everybody's paycheck to poison you with that shit right there. Unless it dissipates, but it dissipates across that way. So, I don't know. It could just be blending in with the rest of the shit. Such a shit show world we live in. Just be glad that you're not being bombed right now like many innocent, God-believing people of this world. The Muslim people are extremely godly, extremely holy people. They pray over everything. Every time you give them a gift, it's Alhamdulillah, bless God, thank you God. Christians don't live like that. It's all fucking rhetoric. Europeans, it's not the same. It's really a shame what's happening in the UK to the Muslim people. They are really persecuted over there. The kids are being murdered. They're spray painting the mosques and their buildings. It is such a shame. It should be happening to the synagogues. It should be happening to Parliament. It should be happening to Buckingham Palace. I don't know how the rest of Europe is. I mean, there is sort of a Muslim invasion, but it's just really a shame that you can't get a country right, just like the Mexicans coming here, bringing drugs over the border, walking right in, committing murder, going right back if they want to. It'd be nice if the country was so good we were creating good people everywhere, but we're not. It's wage war, drug sales, oil sales, corporate theft, and then you gotta try to survive. And when you know too much, people don't like it because they're fucking stupid and they're so self-absorbed with making money. There's so much money being taken out of everybody's pocket. If you're not trying to accumulate a mass amount of wealth, you're being left behind. And nobody wants to fucking take care of each other in this country. They want to give all these resources to immigrants, but they don't want natural-born American citizens having anything. They undeserving people. They'll leave you homeless if you're not playing the fucking game, the corporate game. It is just so hard to get ahead sometimes. Insurance fraud galore. Wait till you're hurt. They'll charge you $6,000 for an MRI and fucking offer you half that in a settlement for your pain and suffering for a year. It is so unfair. Get a speeding ticket, full day's wage, just for a 5-second mistake. This world is corruption galore. Welcome to planet Earth.